Oh, good afternoon, Gyanchandra. How's
Yes,
life treating you
yes, ma'am.
nowadays?
Very good afternoon, and I'm so fantastic. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also doing great. And currently, I'm having this session while sitting under a blanket. And especially, I love snuggling with blanket, especially in winters. And I'm just enjoying these winters with my blanket and my phone. What about you?
Yeah. Everyone is going through the same because it's really very difficult to go outside, and most of the time we just stay at home, and of course we have to cover ourselves with the quilt and like blanket. So yeah.
Yeah,
So
we have to put on clothes, layers and layers and layers. And I prefer to do.
do you like winter season?
Yes, I like I like there's no doubt, but at the same time, I hate winter just because of I feel more cold as compared to others.
Yeah,
This is
even
my personal
yeah.
opinion about me.
Yeah, at night it is good because when you are going to sleep, you can sleep properly. There is no disturbance of mosquitoes and any heat. But in daytime, it's really very difficult. It's like, oh, I'm not going to eat food, I'm not going to get up from the bed. So we just become lethargic and lazy person. It's like, oh, I don't feel like doing anything. But yeah, we have to get up, and we have less time in winter season. Like just get up early in the morning, and just you can find like afternoon and then again evening. So
Mm,
we can't do so many work throughout the day.
yeah.
So why? And even if I say that okay, today I have to go outside, so we have a fear. Oh my God, today I have to go outside, and the weather is so horrible. How can I go? But we have to
Exactly,
go.
exactly. The same thing I'm also facing here. But that's why I prefer to just be only with myself. My door is always closed, and all my family members are all out of this gate, and I'm only here in this room
Yeah.
enjoying winters.
Now I would like to know, like, how did you celebrate your New Year?
New Year. Usually we don't celebrate New Year, but this year I was planning about celebrating it. Yet I didn't celebrate because I give preference to do something different. That's why I didn't celebrate it. In the morning itself, I got a message from a person. He was asking some money as a help, and I just did that thing, and this thing has given me more happiness than celebrating New Year. There's no doubt celebrating New Year with your family members gives you happiness. And
Mhm.
but when you are going to help someone who is really needy person who really needs that money, then it's going to give you happiness beyond your expectations. And in this way, I just started my new year, and I always ask from God, just God give strength and money, just make me affluent person, not just living a very high-fi lifestyle just to help others, because I believe in that thing, serving.
Yeah, you are totally right because you have gone through so many like problems and sorrow. So you know very well, like when people are in a trouble, in a bad condition, so what they feel. So that is why I can
Yeah,
see the in
yeah,
you.
right. You are right, absolutely. Whenever someone tells me about their problem, about her or his problem, then I can easily resonate with that person, because I've already gone through that situation, that condition. I had bad circumstances, so I can understand. Even I was also suffering even for five rupees, so I can understand importance of 1,000 rupees or 500 rupees. So yeah,
Mm.
that's how I just celebrated. And yeah, there's no doubt. I also went out of my house. I just wishes everyone, each and every member of my family members, a new year. And there's also one person who don't like me, who doesn't like me. Still, I went to that person and I wished him Happy New Year, Bhaiya, but he didn't respond me. But I'm happy. At least I took my courage. I had that guts to speak in front of him. Earlier, I used to avoid him and he used to avoid me.
Great, great. Like, oh my God, like,
And he is also part of my family member. He's also
oh,
part of my family members. That's
yeah.
why.
And I must say that, wow, like, you have like gold heart, you can say, because no matter what other people are going to say, no matter what other people think about you, but you are genuine. You just think that no, it is my responsibility to, I must do this, no matter whether they are thinking.
I should do what I prefer to do. The response, but which I'm going to get from that person. It totally depends to that person's mood, that person's situation, everything. Not going to give preference to that person that he has to wish me.
Correct,
No.
correct.
If he wants, then it's okay. If he doesn't want, then it's okay. It's okay. And just
Because
tell me, how did you celebrate your New Year?
yeah, so as usual, I didn't do so many things, but I also like spend some time with my family member, and we just organized like a little bit party, you can say. We went for paneer dish, like in village area you can find paneer. We just made and we ate, and that is how we just celebrated. So
And
of
I think
course, like,
in my point of view, uh, people especially who belongs to lower middle class family, because I always believe that currently I belong to lower middle class family, and we give preference only to paneer whenever
yeah.
any special occasion is going on in a family.
It's like treasure for us because rarely we get to eat this thing, because occasionally, like you can find, and earlier it was occasionally, but now you can make anytime. It is not so expensive, but yeah, but we can feel happiness when we like celebrate any festival, any occasion, like making some expensive dishes. So we just do this, and so we pose. That is how we just celebrate our festival. Not doing so many things, but yeah, making some dishes and just celebrate. So of course, I'm just wondering that people celebrate New Year with great panas. They have lots of energy to celebrate. So, or like they celebrate, I don't know why, but I'm still sad that okay, why? I'm just thinking that why do people celebrate New Year? Is it New Year really? Is it New Year for us? Because earlier in like 2024, we faced some problems, and we got so many things. We got opportunity, we got happiness, and we got so many things. So do you think that of course New Year is going to like become good for you and bad for you? We don't know. So people but think that yes, this year is new for me, so in this year I'm going to get so many things and I'm going to achieve so many things. So for
Okay.
me, like
So this year, did you also make some resolutions for you or not?
yeah, so I'm kind of like a different person who like
Because
it's really
in India, it's a trend. It's a trend to make New Year resolution, especially on the first day of the year. But after 1 week, then there's no resolution, there's no discipline, there's no values. You can live your life the way you want. So tell me, do you believe in making resolutions or working on those resolutions or not?
it's really very difficult, but it depends on your situation and condition, and of course if you are totally sad, of course you are totally sad, you have been sad, so no matter what kind of festival is going to get, so you are still remain sane, because you just think, oh my god, I have this problem, but it is new year today, so whether should I celebrate or not. So though we can celebrate with our friend and with our family, but still the problem is in your mind. So that time is really, really difficult to or decide what should we do. So this is problem. So of course, if you are happy and if you are getting so many things, so every day is festival for you. And if you are totally sad inside you and you have so many problems, and so how can you be happy? How can you make regulation
Yeah,
for you?
you are right. You are right. You're
So
absolutely right. Okay, so in your school days, how did you used to celebrate New Year? I think in school days, kids they are really very fancy. They're really very enthralled about celebrating New Year or anything, or just by uh, giving cards to each other, New Year cards. Now it's a trend of sending messages, but when I was in my school, then it was trend of giving cards to each other. So did
yeah,
you used to do these kind of things or not?
yeah. So if I compare earlier, so of course we can't get those feelings in here, nowadays we can't feel those feelings because earlier we didn't used to have money, we just used to have some money. So in order to like instead of eating something we
And
used
the
to buy.
price, the price, how much money we had to spend, only 1 or 2 rupees. Just by spending five rupees, we would get a very fancy card for our
Yeah,
best friend. And there was one thing in my mind: if that person will, if that my friend will give, only then I will give. If he will give, then I will give. That kind of thing was there in my mind.
yeah.
I used to think like that, like a
So
very childish.
Even I remember that instead of eating something, but we just go for buying like any greeting for our friend. But we decided before giving that, okay, who is going to return like greeting? Because if you give and that person like didn't give, so that time it's really difficult. So that is why we used to decide first that okay, who is going to return, who is going to give a greeting. So those like moment are so.
Specifically that was the time when it was really very difficult for us, that he is also my friend, she's also my friend, whom to give cards, how many cards will I buy for all
Yeah,
of them.
yeah, so that time it was difficult, but yeah, that time New Year was absolutely fantastic. The way we celebrated, amazing. Like we can't get those happiness here now. So nowadays people they don't have to buy greeting and cards and or anything. They just show their happiness and they just share their feelings through the social media and just like formality. Like
And
of
yeah,
course,
in the same way, I used to celebrate my New Year in my school days or childhood days just by giving cards to our special teacher, lovable teacher, just by giving card to our lovable ones. And even after growing up, when I was younger one, like in my 70s or like 17 plus or 18 plus, then I used to celebrate my New Year just by collecting all the children at my home, and just by making some pakoras or samosas, ordering samosas and tea at my home. And just by, after having that refreshment, then just by playing some game and just playing especially antakshari, and then dancing, and in this way I used to celebrate this
correct, correct.
New
And
Year. But now I have learned, I think after spending 30 years of my life, now this year on the 31st year of my life, I got the realization what is the best way of celebrating New Year. Am I right? Isn't
yeah.
it?
So of course, nowadays I think people they just do formality with you that okay, hello, happy new year, this and that, and they just wish. But earlier we can see love in our card, and the people like celebrated new year so amazing that time. It's like, oh, of course it is their like genuine love. But nowadays it just say that okay, I have to say, so I'm going to say it. This is my job to say new year to everyone, and nothing more than that. So like that. So again, people are going to busy with their own life. So this is. So of course, still we are unaware of the new year and so many things. What gonna be, what going to happen? Like, so it is really very
Okay. So I am also so inquisitive to know about your goals. Have you set any goal that you want to achieve in this year 2035? Because
I
life
told.
is all about, in my point of view, life is all about setting goals for you and achieving goals and working hard to achieve that goal. So do you believe in this thing or you have your own mindset, your own
uh,
institution?
So on this, I have to say that now I have also lived like so much my life, so I can figure out one thing, what is uh, what is good thing, what is bad thing. So I think my luck is not good, so whatever whenever I try to do something, so that time I think my luck doesn't work for me, it doesn't help me. So I'm totally like you can say now I'm totally failed that yes, I have tried lots of things to do but I failed. So now I'm totally broken up, you can say. So I don't think anything for my life that okay, I'm going to do this, do that, because I have tried to do million things, but I failed. So I have learned so many things from my life that uh, I should not go for any that thing, because it is really very difficult, because whatever I try to do, I fail.
Don't
I
you don't you believe in like morning affirmations and uh, fulfilling your dream just by having that subconscious mindset and all those things?
Yeah, of course, even if 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 any person wants to change their destiny and luck, so of course they can change, by doing hard work, by being consistent. Of course they can change, but yeah, for that you are going to tolerate a lot, you are going to suffer a lot. So
Chandra, let me tell you one thing what I have done before starting my YouTube channel. The time when I used to watch Sandeep Maheshwari sir's video, from there I got some ideas and I also jot down some my wishes that I want to fulfill that wish. I want to do that thing. Okay. And then I started working. I started my first channel. That channel didn't work. Second channel, third channel, fourth channel. And this one, English with Dihati Madam, is the fifth channel. It worked. It worked for me. And I didn't learn only this language, but also I learned so many things related to my life. How to be happy, how to keep negative thoughts away from you, how to keep negative people away from you, how to fulfill your dreams just by having positive mindset, just by creating that positive aura around yourself. So I have learned so many things, and within 2 years, whatever I have jotted down on that notebook, I have achieved each and everything
yeah,
just
so
by
I might.
working on my goal each and every day. And that's why this year, last year at the new year, when it was new year, I didn't have any goal. I didn't set any goal. But this year itself, I set goals for myself. And there's no doubt I haven't made any resolution that I have to do this or this. No, every day I have set a goal for myself, especially regarding learning this language. However, I don't take any classes or any sessions, but sometimes when I feel like I have conversation with you or some special person. So that's why I'm just working on my goal, slow and steady, because I believe in one thing. It's okay to win any race by slow and steady
Correct,
pace.
correct.
Yeah.
And
There's no
I must.
need to run fast because when we run fast, then accident happens. So there's
Yeah,
no
you.
need to run fast. We should keep our pace medium, slow, at moderate rate. There's no doubt. Definitely someday or the other day we will be achieving our goal. There's no of getting fluency in this language. And I think It's okay, but I would like you to also set some goals for you. Write down. Not only setting goals in your mind, it's going to work. You have to jot down all those goals, all those desires, your wishes in a notebook. And every day, just assume that you are living that life. You are living that life of getting house, getting car, getting everything. Just believe. Just try to make your mind, your subconscious mind believe that you are living that life, and show your gratitude. Thanks God for giving me that house. Thanks God for giving me a lovable family. Thanks God
Yeah,
for making me fluent English speaker. Everything, whatever you want. Just show your gratitude in the morning itself, not
correct,
in the afternoon.
correct.
Morning or before going to bed. These two times are really very crucial that you have to do. And I think if you will keep doing these things and not only setting goals but also working on those goals each and every, then it will be become your responsibility to work on those goals. Then if you will be working, then definitely within 6 months something will change in your life.